Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
it's
happens. That was happened. That's
yeah
what
with our
basically
friend
what
Chris.
happens. Yeah.
Like I
He
remember them
fought
saying,
back. He fought back because there was,
yeah, yeah.
and then
I,
yeah,
I
right. He
remember
got
them saying something like, "Yeah, white people, the Belgians, they can't hit back. They can't hit back. After
yeah.
that happened, every Muslim dude on the school was like, "Yeah, white people can't hit back because then they're racist." I'm like, they know that we can't hit back. They know what the fuck they're doing, and
He
that's
was
a scary
surprised.
fucking thing.
You could see the surprise in his eyes that he fought back.
Yeah,
I was gonna help him, but like three,
yeah.
like
He
there
beat you.
was.
He beat you in front of the school a few years. Actually, I think
Yeah, I told him about that.
I
I
wasn't
told
there.
Will about that. I think.
I wasn't there. I think. Did I switch schools then? Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, you were already. That was last year.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah, I think I remember. Um, yeah, no, actually. Right, next, whatever.
Alright, I have another article to go over, obviously. Hold on, where's this article? That's just another one on Sweden, just to discuss that, because obviously it's important.
Did you hear about the Huffington Post getting hacked and posting the article about that?
Did they get hacked?
Well, I think it got hacked, or some dude, just some employee posted it,
Yeah.
and it did something about Trump being right about Sweden.
Yeah, I
And
read the
I think
article. I read the article. I
Oh
remember.
yeah. Because he basically predicted another attack.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, huh, and I shared it on Facebook, but I screenshotted it and then I went back on it later and it'd been deleted and I screenshotted that as well.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was like,
it
huh, how about that?
Obviously. Because that every article that proves the right, someone in the right, even a woman, right, they'll remove it because the right,
Yeah,
obviously,
they're
right wing people
automatically
can't be right. They can't have that.
automatically racist. They're automatically racist. Like
Yeah,
I can't. I'm in an art school right now, and of course it's full of lefty shitbags. And I think I know like one or two persons who would say that they're right wing, but I could never say it on that school because everybody would just fucking hate me. Everybody would just
Oh,
ignore
everyone
me.
hates me, but I don't care. Like I just say it. Like I'm friends with people who are right winged and don't care, and I'm friends with people who are left winged and don't care. But the majority of people just think I'm a cunt, and then they go like, "So why do you believe that, you racist?" And then I explain, and then they're like, "Huh, wait, you
You're still
actually
right."
have a good reason." And I'm like, "Yeah," almost as if I know what I'm talking about. Fucking, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get a drink, and then I'll read out this.
Almost like you're not virtue signaling.
How about that?
Like I could not be racist without a good reason. That's kind of the point of that's what kind of racism
I'm
is.
kind of racist, but in the sense that I don't trust Moroccans, like from the start. I always go out to, like, I don't
Yeah.
trust them. I usually
Some-
don't talk to them either.
Because
Because I instantly
I
think,
don't speak Dutch.
nah, nah. I just instantly think, like, if I say a little thing wrong to this guy, is gonna attack me. That's what I think, and you might see that as racist, but it's like it's just what this country has done to me. I haven't experienced like they group up in our school. They don't talk to us. They just, even if they're in your class, they just go into. Even if they don't know the other guys, they just go there and stand there with them because they're the same people, I guess.
Hello. All right. This is a good article. All right. So it starts with there are lies, damned lies, and statistics, which I've heard before, obviously. And there are three kinds of facts: the real facts, the fake facts, and the alternative facts. Both sides are experts at using all these and more when making their arguments for whatever case they're trying to make. Enter Sweden. President Trump said Saturday, "You look at what's happening last night in Sweden. The whole world lost its mind. Charges and countercharges flew. Sweden is perfect, an idyllic socialist paradise with no crime and free healthcare, versus Sweden is a horrifying rape hole overrun by refugees from Islamic countries on its way down the toilet," the second of which being the correct answer. Of course, the mainstream media was bent on presenting the latter case because... The latter case? Wait, what? Oh, because that would run contrary to what Trump said, which is one of their prime goals with every news report. So the Washington Post, run by uber liberal Jeff Bezos, weighed in on Monday with a piece entitled, "Trump asked people to look at what's happening in Sweden. Here's what's happening here." And then it says,
Yeah, Sweden made a video. Sweden second,
I don't know.
basically saying that what Trump is saying is bullshit.
It says after this.
That's kind of sad that they're trying to deny it. Like they
They
that's the
know
thing.
it's
People
they know it's
don't
real.
care what happens. People just care about what other people think about them. Like people don't give a shit about the truth. If you're called racist, you're automatically no one's gonna want to talk to you because people call you a racist. That's
Yeah, no one's gonna try to listen to your points anymore because half the world labeled you as a fucking racist.
Yeah. No, listen to this though. It says, here's what Jeff Bezos from the Washington Post said. Trump's references to Sweden seem to suggest that the country's welcoming approach to refugees and its alleged effects on crime rate should be a warning sign. But were the president's remark justified? Absolutely not, said Felipe Estrada, a criminology professor at Stockholm University. His response was echoed Monday by multiple other experts who are familiar with Swedish crime statistics. Overall, Sweden's average crime rate has fallen in recent years, Estrada said. The drop has been observed for cases of lethal violence and for assaults, two of the most serious categories of crime. Moreover, an analysis by Swedish newspaper word in Swedish that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce, conducted between October 2015 and January 2016, came to the conclusion that refugees were responsible for only 1% of all incidents. Researchers caution, however, that segregation and long-term unemployment of refugees could have a negative effect on crime rates in Sweden in the future. And then someone said, and it continues the article, so wait, it's great over there in Sweden. The 190,000 refugees they've taken in over the last few years aren't doing any of the things the media is reporting? Because there was this story in November from the UK's Express newspaper. Sweden on the brink? Police force pushed to the breaking point by violence and migrant influx, said the headline. Sweden is on the brink of becoming a lawless state as the police force is losing the battle against unprecedented levels of crime and violence amid a growing migrant crisis, said the lead. The piece talks about no-go zones. I know about those. 52 areas where officers can't cope with the levels of crime being committed, so they just don't go to those areas because there's no point.
oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got those areas in Germany is littered with this kind of areas.
You have those areas here. In London, you have areas that are run by Muslim
areas-
refugees.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
You can't go
You have
there.
areas in Brussels as well.
heard of
Molenbeek.
Yeah.
All those areas.
I've been to Brussels actually no, actually last week. It's a big city. It's a beautiful city, but did you see a lot of like Muslims and shit? And we had I think the last Friday, we went like with the fitness with school and shit. My English is very bad, so don't worry about that.
English-
But
yeah,
like
English is not
a
bad.
girl from my class, she's a white girl, bleh. And she put on her scarf like a hijab because it was raining. I think she was kind of shit posting actually, but doesn't matter. And we just walked through like the Muslim neighborhoods, and like Muslim women were staring at her like, what the fuck is she doing? Because she was wearing a hijab. And it was like, what do you want then? Do you want us to convert or not? What
Yeah.
the fuck? Just fucking
Oh.
hell.
Yeah, this article continues with plus plenty of reports about sex assaults, drug dealing, and children carrying weapons. But Vox, another liberal outlet, says the rape numbers are a sham. Official Sweden statistics do indeed show a high rate of rape, but that's because Swedish law has an extremely expansive definition of what qualifies as rape under the law. Sweden has a higher official rape rate, in short, because its police are better able to investigate and prosecute sexual violence. Well, there you go. There's lots more rape there, and that's okay, because it's just semantics. Here are the numbers, though, in case you're interested. There were 66...
Just a culture.
Yeah. 66.5 cases of reported rapes per 100,000 inhabitants last year, up from 24.9 in 2003, and then it just says that's one hell of a jump, which it fucking is. And as if on cue, riots broke out Monday night in a refugee area outside Stockholm. According to the AP report, which ran January 24th, that's not how you spell Al-Qaeda, is it? An Al-Qaeda-linked group is busy recruiting anti-government fighters among Somali youth living in a place. A suburb of Stockholm, another place name that I can't pronounce, has earned the nickname of Little Mogadishu because of the number of Somalis living there. This place is also the center of the recruiting efforts of Al-Shabaab, a group with ties to Al-Qaeda. But Trump knows what the mainstream media are doing. They're banding together in an attempt to discredit everything he says. But once again, as always, he gets the last word. And it just says, it's a tweet from Trump, and it's, give the public a break. The fake news media is trying to say that large-scale immigration in Sweden is working out just beautifully. It is not. Which is correct. It's very correct.
Yeah, they're always trying to paint Donald Trump as this kind of bumbling idiot that does not know what he's saying at any time. Yet, like, sometimes he words things a little bit weird because that's just because he's a New Yorker. So
because he's old. And because he's old. He's the oldest president.
Old.
He's the oldest president yet. Oh God.
Oh, we need to talk about the anti-Trump moments during the Oscars as well, because they were just amazing.
Oh, what happened at the Oscars?
Oh,
I didn't watch it, but I watched the results. But I didn't watch the actual show. I never do.
I didn't watch it either because it's a fucking sham, and the same things win every year. You don't even need to watch it. Like, Suicide Squad got an award. That's enough for me to be like, okay.
Yeah, that's enough for me to not fucking watch it.
Yeah, it's like good movies don't ever win awards, and that's because like all they care about is how many like copies are sold or how many tickets are bought. So it's just the most mainstream drivel shite that wins every year. But yeah, this article starts with lost amid the chaos surrounding the wrong movie being announced for the Best Picture award was the fact that President Donald Trump was a frequent target throughout the night of the Oscars. Here are the 7 most anti-Trump moments that occurred. It starts with Asghar Farhadi. Sounds like a fucking Muslim.
Exactly.
The Iranian director of The Salesman, so obviously is, had the following statement read aloud. My absence.
Armenian genocide denier, probably.
Yeah, he didn't go to the Oscar, and he said, my absence is out of respect for the people of my country and from the other 6 nations who have been disrespected by the inhumane law which bans immigrants' entry into the US, dividing the world into the us and our enemies categories, creates fear, a deceitful justification for aggression and war. These wars prevent democracy and human rights in countries which themselves have been victims of aggression. Filmmakers can turn their cameras to capture shared human qualities and break stereotypes of various nationalities and religions. They create empathy between us and others, an empathy we need more than ever. So basically, he didn't go to the Oscars so that he could virtue signal. That's literally what he did.
What?
Like, did you get the statement?
It's kinda, yeah.
He basically just said, like, I'm not going to the Oscars because Trump makes me sad because he banned some people from entering the country.
That's fucking
and they
stupid.
always call it a migrant ban. It's fucking.
Did you get the statement?
It's a list, a pre-made list before Trump was president that was made by fucking Obama to point out countries of concern. And it's not even a ban. It's not even a permanent ban. It's on 13 countries, or what is it? 7 or 13 countries, I remember, that are of concern, and it's a 90-day ban.
Yeah.
To prepare the country to see what they can do and what is going on, because because fucking Obama hasn't done shit about it.
I love this.
He's just been bombing those countries.
I love this as well. Linus Sandgren from La La Land mocked Trump's remarks about Sweden. He said, on behalf of all of us, we're so sorry about what happened in Sweden last week. Hope your friends are okay. Ha 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 ha.
Wait, what?
Like how Trump said, like, oh, what happened last night in Sweden was terrible, so he's, like, pretending.
Yeah.
Well then.
These are shit. I don't want to read out the rest of these. These are making me sad. But,
it doesn't seem like they think Trump is some kind of robot or something that doesn't know what you're saying about him.
I don't think Trump really has his feelings hurt.
No, he doesn't. But
No,
like,
he's rich. He doesn't give a fuck what the people think about him.
No, but still though, like, imagine if someone went ahead and did that with Obama when Obama was president.
Oh, here's a godlike article. I'm gonna read.
Yeah,
this
but you can't blame Obama because Obama is black. That's his shield. He can't do anything wrong because he's black.
Let me.
Dude,
And if he does anything wrong, he's only half black. So like, it's.
Let me read out this article. This article is fucking. Oh my god, it's incredible. All right. UMICH students demand no whites allowed space to plot social justice activism. Oh, good. A
What?
student activist group at